So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. This is going to be showing you guys exactly, how I trade. Um, so as you can see here, I got TradingView up with all of my indicators and everything on it. And just as a review, let me see here. Let me pull up the indicators so you can see. Trying to find where you can't see exactly what indicators I have here. Let me maximize the screen real quick. Um, so this is a review. I have the main screen, the main window here. I have Matty Pips Strategy 2 by Edrul Alejandro, whatever it is. And then here I have my DMI to Stochastic Extreme. And then here is my RSI plus Stochastic RSI. So let me see, DMI to Stochastic Extreme up here by USC Gears, and then RSI plus Stochastic RSI indicator combined by B Cryptological. So those are the indicators. Let me go ahead and minimize this. So what I like to do is I'll have whatever my charts are on Quotex or whatever broker you're using. I have the same ones in the same order on TradingView. So on one window, these are all my charts in the 1 minute. And then in this window over here, these are all my charts on the 5 minute. So let me go back to Euro JPY just so you can see. Now there's a few things I'm looking for when I first jump in the chart. I'll also, let me go ahead and pull this up now. Over on this window, I'll have my currency strength meter. That's it. livecharts.co.uk. So I'll first come into here and see exactly what's weak and what's strong. So even though here Euro JPY is the same strength, if you look at the actual chart, Euro JPY is in an uptrend on the 5 minute as well as an uptrend on the 1 minute. You can see that because it's going, from low to high, but then also this 200 EMA right here. If prices or if everything's happening above that 200 EMA, that's what lets you know that it's in an uptrend. Same with here. Everything's happening above the 200 EMA, and it's actually going up. Like over here, I wouldn't necessarily trade this because it's flattened out. It's consolidated. But if price is going from the bottom left-hand corner of your screen up to the top right-hand corner, that's how you know everything's going up. So I find the trend and I find the strength. So now that I have that, I go and look down here. You usually get an up arrow here. Here's a good one right here. You'll see the strong up arrow for a buy. I'm only looking for buys on this chart. So I see it going up. I don't want to jump in when it's right here. I wait for it to retrace a little bit. It's looking like it's coming back and finding one of these previous support levels. That's what that green line is there. And then if you look over here, there it is there. These lines here are support and resistance levels. So you try to catch a trade in at one of these levels. With it going down to here, I would like to see if it gives me a reaction off of this level, which is approaching on both charts. I want to see it in oversold conditions, meaning it's down here below this line. And then same with on the RSI. I want to see it below the line here. So after that, I'll catch that and go ahead and jump in for my 3 minute trade. Like here, I would like to see it get down to 133.038. And once it gets down to there, boom, typically here I'd put in a buy and for 3 minutes, and look, as you can see, it came down to that level and rejected off of it. There's a minute left here on this candle, 20 seconds left on that one, but here soon, probably with this next candle, you'll see over here on a 1 minute chart, we should be getting a buy fractal. I would have already been in on a buy down here at 0.37, and let it play out for 3 minutes. Same with over here, you have it. See, look, we got a green candle there already. So that would have been a good trade to take from the looks of things. Look, boom, see, we got the buy fractal. I would have already been in on it right here, and we got the buy fractal, and you can see it taking off from here. And then that's all I do. So it was in oversold conditions and was buying up, or was getting ready to buy up, is getting that cross there. And then it reached for a level here, and continued to turn up. Now it's in, the thing is, for the last few minutes, it's been selling off here. This isn't typically the time of day that I would trade because it's already 11:40, but I would have, under normal conditions, like as you can see here now, this is consolidated, so that's a little bit harder to trade into consolidation, but it still is on an uptrend. But now you can see it'll get up to this area, sell off, get down to this area and buy. But you see you got the cross on the stochastic here heading up. We got our green arrow there heading up. We bought in right here, and yeah, that'd have been, so this candle finishes out, but we would have caught it here at this level, and that's where I would have got in on a buy at. Same way with a sell. Let me see if I can find one with a sell. This is buying. Let me see if Euro USD. Euro USD has also been buying. Scroll back here a little bit. What is that? Euro AUD? Yeah. So same way here. You can look up. It came up, caught this level, went down, came up, rejected again off the 200 EMA, and sold off. These are good areas to find your buys or sells at. If it's like this, it's on a downtrend, I'm only looking for sells. So even though it's buying up from here, I wait for it to get up to this area and turn around, and then boom, you got your sell fractal, you got a sell there, you got your stochastic cross there. It's all below the 200 EMA, and that's how I'm looking for sells. That's it. That's really it. In this trade here, where I said it came down to here, we would have cleared that trade. It came down to a major area of support, and you can see it all the way across. Price has been rejecting in this area. Every time it came down, bounced off, bounced off, bounced off, bounced off, every single time. So right there, we would have cleared that trade. We'd have easily cleared that trade. And that's it. So then I have my charts set up exactly how I have my tabs set up on my broker, and I'll just cycle through them looking for trade setups, looking for my DMI and my stochastic and everything to be in oversold conditions while it's on an uptrend. So if it's on an uptrend, I wait for it to pull back some. When it pulls back to an area of support, that's where I'll drop in my buy and take off from there. Same way with a sell. If it's going in a downtrend, I'm waiting for it to come up to an area of resistance. It'll be going down. It'll retrace up a little bit, hit an area of resistance, and then sell off. And that's really it. I'll have my 1 minute chart up, my 5 minute chart up, to, just to make sure that the trend is going that way, because a lot of times on the 1 minute chart, it'll say that it's in a selling posture, but really it's in a huge uptrend. It's just pulling back some. So all these candles here are 5 minute candles. All these candles here are 1 minute candles, and like now, this is saying that it's selling. I'm not jumping in on a sell because that's going against the trend. The trend is your friend. So if everything is going up like this, I'm only looking for buys. You see if there's a place where it's selling. So that's in consolidation. There's another buy. Let me see if there's another chart where I can find what price is selling at. That's just one long buy. It'd be easier to find on a 1 minute chart. But that's the thing. So I just do essentially the opposite when it's when it is selling. I look for it to, if it's going down, I look for it to pull back some and then jump in on a sell. And I like to get, for a sell, I would like it to be up here. And then this, I want this to be in overbought conditions. Overbought, that's pointing down. That'll be overbought, pointing down. It'll be selling like crazy on the chart, but if it's selling and then it's pulling back for a buy, that's really it. That's all it is. So like here, for example, this is selling. It's beneath the 200 EMA. It came up, caught an area. It was selling, pulled back away from the Bollinger Bands, caught an area of resistance up here, and then sold off. And I would have jumped in on a sell there and cleared that easily. So like I said, these are 5-minute candles, and that's it. That's really all I do. I have this up on this screen. On my other screen, I have my broker up, and if the chart is above 70%, it's clearly in selling or buy. Like this AUD JPY, this is clearly buying. So if AUD JPY is clearly buying and it's above the 200 EMA and it's also above 70%, wait for it to pull back, catch an area of support, and then jump in for a buy for 3 minutes. And that's it. Like, so you're not going to have all of them lined up perfectly every single time. Like, you're not always going to get the perfect trade. But if you have enough, like, you know, more than one, you caught an area of resistance, it's clearly buying, comes down, catches the area of resistance, boom, catch in a buy, I get my buy fractal, it's crossed over here, and I see the same or similar area of resistance or support getting triggered over on the dollar chart or on the 1 minute chart. Now I go ahead and jump in for my trade, jump in for 3 minutes, like I said in previous video, to give it the room to breathe and get my money at the end of it. That's really it. So I know it seems like a lot. There's a lot going on this screen. But if you zoom in, you can see just different areas to buy off of. So it came down, established an area of support, and wicked off of that. That also came down to 50% of this big push up right here, and then went off. And that's it. So these sell fractals, I ignore them because I'm only looking for buys here. So this is an area of support, and if you look to the left, it wicked off of the same line over here to the right multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6, 7 candles. Every time it came to this line, it rejected off of it. So wait for it to come back to this line. Boom, it came back to that line. It's overbought right here, or oversold right here, oversold right here. You get your fractal, and then jump in for a buy in 3 minutes after that, once it hits this area of support, because you see it came down and rejected off of it. The next candle started buying. I would have jumped in for a buy for 3 minutes. And 1, 2, 3. Would have cleared that trade. That's all. You go with the trend. You look for clear and obvious uptrends or clear and obvious downtrends. Wait for it to pull back some, catch an area of support or resistance, and then go off. And then make sure that your RSI and your DMI, stochastic and everything matches up with it. and then I go in for it. And that's how you catch profits. Look, here's another area right here. It came down to the same area again that we were just talking about over here. It came down to the same area. Boom. And bought up. It ended up coming back down, but it still bought up from here for 3 minutes and would have won that trade. All right. So that's it. That's all I really wanted to show in this video, just to give you guys a more of an understanding, because especially when I'm doing my live calls, you guys can't see these screens. These screens aren't up, but like all you're really catching is the broker. But here's the method behind the madness, and that's it. So that'll be all for this video. You guys take it easy.